When you see a problem, my brain just immediately starts thinking about how I could put these things together, these materials or these processes together to really solve that problem. There's a personal satisfaction I get in being able to take technology and do something very meaningful and important and valuable with it. My name is Stephen Marsh. I'm the inventor of the air ring technology and the president of the company.
My name's Tom Cottons. I live in Southborough, Massachusetts with my wife. I'm a farmer. That's what I like to do. I found I had sleep apnea through a test.
Sleep apnea is an inability to maintain normal ventilation during sleep.
Oftentimes there's very dramatic snoring, gasping and choking in the night.
Why it's important to treat sleep apnea is the longer term consequences, and that's where the associations with heart disease, metabolic disease,
Higher risk of stroke, coronary disease, heart attack.
When you stop breathing and there's no oxygen going to your brain, that's going to do some damage over time.
The most common treatment is delivery of airway pressure through a mask.
It wasn't working for me. It was extremely cumbersome. I didn't want to take the mask off. I wanted to rip the mask off.
It's a minority of patients who are able to tolerate the treatment at home.
So I've got to find some way to deal with this and keep a smile on my face.
Man starts out usually doing things in a way that's brute force, but sometimes you can figure out a way to do it that's a little bit more elegant, a little bit easier, simpler, but that usually requires an invention.
This is amazing. I really think that if this works, this will be the answer for 99% of them. They'll never go back to using that Star Wars piece on their head again. When I see this, I say, how can that possibly get the air in me?
When I first talk to people about this, and I say, well, we have these little micro pumps, and it turns out that they're very powerful, and they can pump the right amount of air at the right amount of pressure. Their first response is, no way, get out of here. And and I go, well, yes, I think we can, because our micro pumps, our micro blowers, are very, very small. It's based on two membranes that are electrostatically attracted or repelled from each other. Opposite charges attract, and that's the bellows closing and blowing the air out. And like charges repel, and that's the bellows opening and sucking air in. And if hundreds and hundreds of these little bellows are plus and minus going together, you get a large amount of air to flow through. Zinc Air Batteries is a battery technology that has a lot of stored energy in it. It's very dense, which means it can be very small and have the right amount of energy. The nose buds, they're easy to insert. Really, it's one hand, grab it, stick it in your nose, you're done. The molded silicone rubber is extremely pliable. Everybody that we've tested it with has found it very comfortable.
Really, for the first time in this disease, we have a treatment that patients will be willing to use. The long-term consequences of sleep apnea will be reduced. It's comfortable, it's well tolerated. Patients can sleep in a variety of positions. It's just a perfect treatment.
If you can take this simple technology and treat this sleeping disorder, this condition, that's what technology is for. You've got to go do something that's important. And I can't think of anything more important for these blowers to do than to save somebody's life.